Kia ora everyone, I just wanted to do a quick video to show the progress I've made in my assistive tech. I suppose it would be professional development or support for either RTLB or SENCOs or anyone completing an assistive tech application. I started this last year in one of the papers last year and created some PD around how to apply for assistive technology, talk through the SET framework. And I did this after I'd completed some training with the MOE. So you see some of the slides from the MOE. And yeah, I basically went step by step through and added any extra information, gave an example, gave some little relevant links, and at the end put key information for where to go next. But I this year I have been starting to collect information around the different hardware and software. I feel like I've learned more about the different types of hardware and software you can use for assistive technology, and so I've changed, and I also sent off my PowerPoint to our ministry assistive tech lady called Di and asked for some feedback from her, and so I've now altered my PowerPoint somewhat, so it's still got my Pepe here at the start. Most of the start is similar. All of this is very similar. I've added in a bit more information around noise cancelling headphones. So I learned about the differences between passive and active noise cancelling headphones and added a little bit more information in there for teachers. And then as you go through the form, I've highlighted a few parts, like this part here where if a child's leaving within 6 months, you can't apply for a device unless there's something that the school doesn't already have. I've also just learnt today that you can only apply up to October if they're a transition, if they're leaving the school within 6 months. So the November that you can't apply for. And yeah, I've just added some extra notes as I went through. Attach this. So this is as I've been supporting other people in their applications and doing my own. Just little things that have cropped up that have been like, oh, I'll add a note about that in here. So things like remembering to include your samples and attaching them at the end, or clearly labelling them, because some people were putting them like within the table, and just little things like that along the way to kind of support. Things like these extra comments are only supporting comments. Anything that shows what software or hardware you've used and how it's helped them have to be within that trial table that show the analysis. And then I've updated my information because our lady is leaving and we're getting a new person called Erna. And then the main difference is that I've created this table this year with all the software and hardware. So I'll just bring that up. So I've basically gone through and found different software, like Clicker Writer, talked about its compatibility, what you can use it on, what are the pros, what are the cons, and how much is it, and where do you get the quote from? Because that's sometimes the hardest part, is knowing where to go, who to email for each one, because every bit of software is different and you get it from different places. Also, if there's a website that tells you more about it, I've attached that as well. So yeah, I've got Clicker, Read Write, WordQ, Book Creator, Lectrikid. So Lectrikid and Writing Wizard are handwriting applications. And then Di recommended I include a stylus pen as well. So yeah, because if you get a handwriting app, you want a stylus pen to practice your handwriting. C Pen, different types of headphones, so the active, passive noise cancelling, how you can use them Bluetooth or wired, and then just normal gaming headsets. So if you don't have a student that's particularly sensitive to noise, then gaming headsets are fine, and they're obviously a lot cheaper. So I'll keep adding to this as I find new pieces of hardware or software. Yeah, I just thought that was useful, or a useful addition to my new PowerPoint. And then Di also talked to me about the accessibility tools that are already on your iPad or already on your Chromebook, and so I've just added, these are actually her slides, but she said I can add them in to this PowerPoint as well, just as some additional. But again, this is a work in progress, so I'll continue working on this as I go through and as I use different pieces of assistive tech. But yeah,